My name's Brooke Rush. I'm a builder. I've been working in southeastern Pennsylvania. We've been in business for just about 35 years now. We're standing here today in front of a project. We're in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. We're doing a kind of a nice upscale 3-car garage. We're going to be putting up cement siding. It will actually be a vertical installation of cement siding, which will be 4 foot by 10 foot panels. So it's a little different in the way that it's installed, because everything's stood up and then there's batten strips that go onto the face of it. One of the reasons I really liked the HydroGap once we started using on this project was that as they started to put it around the building, we discovered that it can actually be installed in any direction, which allows for a lot less waste. You don't have to worry about all things being vertical when you go around the thing. And I think it's just going to really prove to be a lot easier. And in my world, again, anything I can do to make a product easier for the guys to install makes them faster, happier, and it just really makes the whole job better. And I think we get a better job because they're not fighting a product just to make it work. The reason that we chose HydroGap on this project is originally I was going to be using a weather-resistant barrier and then with what I refer to as a vented rain screen in front of it. And when I first heard about the product, I thought it was quite interesting that I could basically achieve 2 different applications in one time. And again, in my world, labor is the real thing that really kills us all over the place. So if I can get something where I can do it in one application rather than having to go around the building twice, I just think it'd be better. And with cement siding, I wasn't quite as concerned about having an airspace as I would normally have with a vented rain screen. Here, I think it's a 1 millimeter gap or something like that. That should allow plenty of ability to drain down any water that gets behind our siding. One of the installation details that I particularly liked on this, as we talked about using it for the first time, is what I think they refer to it as the cutback method, where when we put in the window and as we use a drainage pan, a sill pan installation on this, as the Housewrap goes around the window, you're to cut back the opening 2 inches back further than the opening is. One of the things that other Housewraps where they do the Z method or the Y method or whatever letter we happen to be using at this point, they take the Housewraps and they wrap them into the rough opening. And that really gets in the way for us because we use a foam installation of all of our windows and doors. And if that Housewrap is in between that rough opening, it's impossible to use a foam. And they'll basically try to stuff it back out of the way. So we don't want that in their way in the first place. And this allows, by having this 2-inch cutback, it allows the window to be installed in its original manufacturer's application, whatever they would require, because I'm now attaching it to the substrate of the building. And it also allows the Hydro Flash to be installed that it adheres to the window flange, the sheathing product, and to the Housewrap itself. I need to be comfortable if I'm going to sell a product that I'm going to have a company standing behind me. Because there's all kinds of new products out there, and one of the things you're always resistant to trying something new is that you're going to be out on the hook if something goes wrong. I would absolutely say that I would recommend this product because I would like to get people to think a little bit past just putting up what's termed as a Housewrap, because it really doesn't quite explain the process. And when a lot of guys will talk about a Housewrap and they think they need to wrap it so tight and tape every seam, and I think they're missing a lot of what's going on there. In fact, this product has a very, I think, ideal perm rating that allows our moisture that gets into our walls to escape to the outside. We design our walls to dry to the outside, which is how we're going. So we're going to try to keep moisture from getting into the walls from the inside, and whatever moisture, which we know it does, gets into the wall is going to be designed to get to the outside. And a wall can be wet as long as it's drier longer than it's wet.